to everyone watching VODs or in chat and all that. Welcome. Today is actually the first day that my streaming time has ever overlapped with Niko's. So we should be meeting him today. Wait for people to file into the stream a little bit, I think. Into either stream. Okay. And yes, the notification went out. Everything should be working fine. Let me undeafen. They're trying to help Niko out with Mumble Link. And by there, I mean, Tyus is trying to help them out. Okay, I have now undeafened. I am live.
Cool.
So we can hear Niko, even though we're nowhere close to him because he's still getting stuff set up. And he left. But hello, PB Plays. Hello, Megan. Welcome to the stream. I should have probably set up a quick mute button. I'm gonna actually do that.
I'm not quite sure if I want to make it a nation. I don't know.
Just be by yourself.
Yeah, you don't have to be in a nation or kingdom. You could just be on your own.
I don't know. I was thinking I like the sound of a society, a farmer's society.
That makes sense also.
Oh, I see the Keisha.
Hello, Vintaler.
Alright, so I just put it in the mods folder. I've restarted Minecraft. And it should work, hopefully, right?
It should. I'm gonna set up a mute hotkey so that way I don't have to bother you guys when I'm talking to chat. I should have done that before, but I didn't. So. Probably do that now.
So you said I should deafen on Mumble right now?
Yeah, well, you should deafen until you're in the world, so that way it's not like you hear people from halfway across the world before you're actually in the game.
Okay.
That's what I'd recommend. Okay. Now. Control D for deafen. And then. Okay, mute self. I'll do Control M. Apply. So Control D. Actually, Control D wouldn't work well because it conflict. Control N for deafen. Go. That's better. Hello, Arl. Welcome. Hello, Robert. Welcome to all of you. Okay, I'm muted now. Now let me return to Minecraft. How are all of you guys, chat? How are all of you?
Oh, hello.
Okay, back.
I think I found Niko's base.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, just making sure. Because getting new hotkeys and stuff set up, you know. Waiting for tomorrow. For a Monsters of Theria stream? Oh yeah, I think Niko's deafened right now. He's like... Where is he? He's like in the direction of the desert somewhere. Let me make sure I'm actually like showing Minecraft, not like just my face. Want Monsters of Theria? You want Monsters of Theria updates? Understandable. Okay, I think he may be over this way. Play Lumion Legacy. Yes, I do play Lumion Legacy. It was actually the first thing I'd ever done on my channel. Hello, Miku. Welcome to the stream. Nice. Okay. Oh, there's just stuff here. Don't really know where he is, actually. That's our stuff. He's in a mesa somewhere. That's all I know. I'm not supposed to know that, so I'm just gonna... Oops. Actually, I know that there's no mesa like this way. I think there's one in like that direction though. I don't know, I haven't been to a mesa on this server. I don't actually know where it is. But then we're gonna do story time today, chat. Name this person, are you Invictus? Is there a nameless person here? And guys, if I'm ever, like, if anything wrong ever happens at the stream, like, if something just stops working, then, let me know. Things are broken, help! What is broken? What is broken? Like, you have to also specify what's broken so I can see if I can fix it. Like, if I'm, like, deafened, or, I mean, like, if I'm, like, muted, or, like, I'm not showing the game when I need to, then, like, yell at me. Yes, what's wrong? What's broken? Oh, I can't help that. His internet. Okay. Let me actually break the banners, because they're not meant to be there. Because it's not his birthday anymore. Might go back soon? Yeah, support Niko too, guys, because Niko is also live. So, you know, show him some support. Like, you don't have to just watch me. I'm not the only person there. Support him, support him. Let's see. I have so much stuff. Oh, I did not mean to take, like, a ton of bones. Did not need those. When am I reading the journal? I want to at least be live until Niko stops streaming, because he's been on the SMP for a while now, and I still like haven't actually met him. Like I haven't spoken to him in a VC or anything. Hello. Haven't spoken to him in a VC or anything. It's just been.
What doing?
I'm trying to find where the dirt chest is.
Is this like a super smelter or something?
There's a super smelter in the very bottom floor.
Then what is this?
What?
This thing.
Those are just blast furnaces. We just have them there. You watch him until his stream is done? Okay, yeah, you do that. You do that. You won't miss anything. Yes, go watch Niko, guys. Show him support too. I'm not the only streamer.
Yeah, I'm about to stream too, so.
You're about to stream. Do you have permission now? No. You're just gonna stream the stream
Okay, let me go
and
ask
not be
Dad
allowed?
if I could stream.
Oh
Right
gosh.
back.
Nope, your name's still
This
broken,
is
Invictus.
probably going to go bad.
Your name is still invisible.
I'll be right back.
It keeps blocking your chats? Oop. That sucks. Rest in peace, Invictus. Guess we're just not gonna see your chats. Well, I could see it. And you're not saying anything wrong, so. Hello. Hello, cat. I think that all we're doing right now is waiting for Niko to get here so I could actually meet him. So we could actually meet him.
F in chat.
Why F in chat? You
He
can't?
said no.
And what'd you really expect?
I expected a no.
Hello.
Oh,
Hello. Why was
Can
there
you
a
hear me
hole
well
here?
or no?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Hello, Niko.
Hello.
Do you want some
This is the first time
potatoes?
I've actually properly
Sure.
met you.
Yeah.
So welcome.
Thank you.
Introversion kicks in. Because it's really weird, but as much as I'm like, yes, let's get all these people together and do this, and let's
hit me.
form a nation, and let's
Come
do
here.
all this stuff on
Come here, Niko.
YouTube and stream, and I'm still actually very introverted when it comes to actually meeting people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you.
That's 11 diamonds.
Thank you so
And
much.
dang.
Mhm.
So yeah, pretty much
Oh yeah, and
just.
if you need iron.
Oh,
Oh, I'm good on iron. I'm
yeah,
fine.
I think that he's fine. You just throw stuff at him. Niko's stream went off. Pokemon
What?
Master says your stream went off.
Did it?
I don't know. I'm not on it right now.
I'ma go make some tea.
Oh.
It looks fine. The video isn't frozen, I don't think.
I could check on my end.
I'll
I could
check.
see. Everyone go and check now. It could just
Yeah,
be your internet, Pokemon Master.
Yeah, your stream is fine.
I'm
Okay.
gonna confirm that.
I need sand. Oh, there we go. I need to make more TNT.
Yeah, can confirm your stream is fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
Thank you.
It could just be his internet.
There we go. Got 3 more TNT.
But yeah, because basically you can watch people's streams, but not if you're on the server. And if you learn any information about it, you're not allowed to use that. So you could
Okay.
learn secrets from there, but you can't actually do anything with that information in the server.
I know where your wooden pickaxes are, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
We know about it, but in game we don't know about it.
Okay. Yeah.
If that makes sense. So it's you can
Yeah.
still support each other and watch each other, but
Yeah.
can't abuse it.
Cool.
I don't know. And then pretty much now that I'm here and can actually talk, this is the community house. Pretty much everything in any of these chests, and there's chests in the attic and villagers and stuff. Everything in this general area is open to everyone to use. It doesn't belong to the Shadowborn Empire or anything. It's just
Okay.
a neutral zone where there's no conflict. Even if there's 2 nations that are warring, you can't fight here. It's just a peaceful area for people to get what they need.
No PvP
pretty
zone
much.
Here. And if you PvP, you'll be epically banned.
Epically banned.
Nice.
I don't think that we're going to enforce that with actual server rules. That's just the general idea of this location. You can't fight each other here. It's peaceful. So yeah, everything here you can use, except whatever's in people's rooms. That belongs to the people. And I guess.
Oh yeah, I have cocaine in there, so.
Oh,
we don't talk about that. I don't approve of it. He just does what he does. So the farms you can use, the nether stuff you can use, the tree farm. There's a villager trading hall.
Yeah, I know.
That Caleb was building. What else? I'm currently working on an enchanted book library. So what you could do when I'm done is we'll put all the enchanted books there, and you could take an enchanted book out in return for putting another.
Shaders. Let me turn my shaders on.
In return for putting another enchanted book in. So basically you could, say you get, there's an enchantment you want, but you enchant a book, and it's not the enchantment you want, so you could just go to the library and swap them out. That's just the idea behind it. I mean, it's gonna be another thing where it just kind of has to be enforced among people, not just taking books, but...
Over there, you see that building right there?
Yeah, that's the idea of the place.
Brown building?
Yeah.
That's my potato restaurant.
Hello, Mark Greninja. Welcome to the stream.
So if you ever need any potatoes, just go to my potato restaurant.
Alright, yeah.
So basically, we may be a country, but I think that we're mostly chill with everyone as long as they're not let's steal and attack and do whatever.
Yeah.
We're supportive of people. We're not seeking to start wars or anything. And really, we may be the Shadowborn Empire, but we're not actually an empire by its actual definition. We're just a group of people that are here and kind of do our own thing as long as we don't mess with each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Nice.
Yeah.
What is emissive textures?
I don't know.
All right. Well, I gotta go get some quartz for XP.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good luck with that
I
then.
was about to say you need quartz. I have like 5 stacks.
Quartz.
Oh no, I was just need
He
some
wants
XP. Yeah.
experience. I usually just fish for experience. I fish a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Your name is still gone, Invictus. Okay. So are we gonna have story time now, chat? So we met Niko properly. And kind of explained this area properly. It's not actually affecting the stream FPS. I mean, I could turn it off if you want. Just so we could see. Off. I mean, I don't know. It could be. But I kind of don't think so. Because my Minecraft isn't lagging at all. I think it might just be the internet. Because we have so many people in this house that use the internet. How do you feel about red screens? But hello. Hello, everyone. So sorry if I don't talk to you guys, like, a ton. If, like, other people are there. Because, you know, there are other people there to talk to. Okay. So we could try it without shaders. We could see if it's any better for you guys. But if not, then we'll turn it back on because I like them. Okay, so someone's keyboard
Well,
is
thank
very
you,
loud.
Pokemon Master, for staying.
Yes, thank you, Pokemon Master. Guys, support Niko. Support Niko. See ya? Okay, bye, Mark. Do support Niko, though. Okay, story time. Now we'll go into... Like, we'll still be here on SMP Proximity. But now... Oh, the book actually fell. I get the journal and it's reading time. It is reading time. Okay. There we go. I'm at the library. I'm at the library. I'm about to read the journal.
Oh.
Okay. So now we're gonna read the full thing. This journal right here, I wrote in when I was 8 years old.
Oh my god, she kicked me 4 times.
8 years old. So
Yeah,
we're gonna
she kicked
read
me
this
4
in its
times.
entirety. All of it, even like the really bad writing. 8 years old, okay? That means that Tyus was 4 at the time of this. And we're gonna read it all. Okay. Except names are just gonna be replaced with letters. Or unless it's like Tyus, in which case I'm just gonna say Tyus. Okay. DSI Wireless. I'm gonna read it exactly as it's spelled too, because I can. DSI Wireless Multicard means people with the same game can still visit. Do you want to be Emerald? She is a unicorn. Okay. Now this first runs out of room. Turn the page 5 times. So this first page is by R, so my friend back then. And this is the beginning of her story. The hunt is on. Once there was a puppy named Angle. It lived with a bunch of puppies. They had a very nice family. Mostly the humans that took care of them is going on a vacation to California. They have to call a babysitter while they are gone. The babysitter doesn't come. The puppies grew hungry, but there was no one to feed them. Suddenly, the front door flew open. A big person walked in the room. I was startled when they walked toward us. It was a they because it looked like a puppy stealer. Then they started putting my family in cages. I ran toward the front door, but then a cage went plop right on me. The people were smiling because they wanted a pet, because they didn't have any money. And then they put us in a truck. It was dark. All of us were sad. I'm doing a stream where I read the entirety of my journal that I wrote when I was 8 years old. With spelling and grammar errors included. And this is going to be a library. It's still under construction, though. Okay, R, 12 each. Don't forget to hide one. P.S. A lot of butterflies. 8 tomato on the floor. Okay, Ember, I wrote this. Today, P ran in the closet, and he will not open the door. R drew a bear that is standing naked, and she wrote, because bears are supposed to be naked. Hello, Evan. R spells some things wrong, but don't mind it. We cocked butterflies, but we let them go. It was a wonderful sight when we saw them fly free. I just finished my homework. I put my pajamas on. I am saying this is the dumbest piece of homework there is. R is coming to my house today. I'm in trouble because I believed R that there was no choir, but there was choir. I took a bath and gave my R. I'm standing on my backpack. R. I'm thinking that this house is better than mine. So for context, she was my next door neighbor. So we just walked to each other's houses sometimes. Okay. R. I sleep in a bed with my Jed and play with my head. Not in the lot with my scare. Okay. Back to Ember writing. Homework to my mom. P and Tyus told me they want to be in Slytherin. I'm making a game about Hogwarts. There's a prefix carriage, regular carriages, and an owl carriage. Hello. Hello, just thinking. Hello, everyone. Okay. I already made wands and spell books. It is really fun. Next, I'm going to make the prefix badge. I'm on the train. I'm also a prefect. I'm going to make a potion that is yummy. Tyus woke up, and the fun begins. Gryffindor Tower is behind the couch. Science, we had to move it upstairs. It is in Mom's room. She doesn't care, though. I took away Tyus's prefect badge because he was trying to kill me. It was with a water gun, just so you know. I'm at school, sitting in the hallway, waiting for the bell to ring. Dee just told me that the journal is cool. I gave Mrs. H a cinnamon roll, and she said we're spoiling her. I almost forgot to put in, it's R's birthday, and she likes Gryffindor. I finished writing down my planner. I like step 1, but not step 2. I wonder what's for morning work. I have to write 5 words in my writing journal. I need to get a blue eraser. That's in all caps. Hello, Amani. I'm just reading this journal I wrote when I was 8 years old. Okay. Everyone else is either reading a book, looking around, or writing in their planner. We went to computer lab, and after that, I finished my morning work. It is 2 days after the STAR test. Everyone shall be coming to the classroom by now. Mrs. H is putting up a new lunch menu on the board, and D gave me one too. F likes Gryffindor and A likes Hufflepuff. Today I did a report on bullies. I don't lick bullies at all. I forgot to put the... I forgot... I forgot to put the E. I forgot to put the E at the end of bullies. The truth is, I miss M. She was my best friend, science pre-K. She moved to H. I will read my book, Manatee Blues, now. I finished getting ready for the day, so that's why I'm writing. I will read my book from the Rift now. Why'd you do this? It's now summer vacation, and Tyus wants me to lock him up. He's 4 years old. Better go do it. Now Tyus wants me to pretend he's food. Not going to do it. I got a new stuffed animal from the thrift store. So did Tyus. I kicked Tyus 4 times. I kicked Tyus 4 times. He's a 4-year-old. He was a freaking 4-year-old, and I'm just sitting here kicking him, apparently. He's 4 years old. What the crap? I also got glasses this summer. My birthday is also in the summer. I went to the skating rink. It was fun. My mom wants me to brush my hair so we can go bowling. Okay, I'm gonna cover this page so I could show you just the drawing. He's just locked up in this box. I've just locked Tyus up in this box, and he's screaming, I'm stuck. He's just... R story. I'll take a picture of it later probably, so that way I risk, here, I'm gonna just cover this page up with stuff to try and hide names. But, there. I just, it's cool. Okay, next page. Our story. I woke up and stared out the window and saw 3 red bikes, and I looked to the right and saw my friend's house. Then I ran to my mom and when you spell friends wrong. Then I ran to my mom and asked if I could go over. She said yes. I went over there. I'm supposed to come back to my house in an hour. We sometimes play Littlest Pet Shop. It's fun, and sometimes on the computer. And then we have bowling scores. You can't really read it or make any sense of it, but it's there. Okay. The driver was singing on the radio. Then we hit a red light. It was shiny and bright. I started to bite on the lock. Oh, for reference, this is a story I wrote and you are a dog. The narrator is a dog. A puppy who was stolen by a puppy stealer. I started to bite on the lock, and it turned and turned until it opened. Ree! It opened loud. The driver stopped at a restaurant and saw my cage opened. The were in cages. I found a way out. I ran toward a doghouse. I found food. I hoped my family weren't starving too much. Then the owner of a bulldog came out. She saw me. I started shaking all over. Then the owner picked me up and took me inside. They called an animal shelter. The animal shelter did not know me. They said, "You must be a stray." I did not know what a stray was. I hoped it was a good thing. They gave me some more food. I hoped my family escaped too. They called the vet. The vet knew me. They explained that my owners were on vacation. They also told them my owner's phone number. I should read books for kids? That'd be cool. And Crimson, I'm just reading this story I wrote when I was 8 years old. They also told them my owner's phone number. They called my owners, but they did not have their phone with them. Soon it was nighttime. I heard my family's barking in the distance. I fell asleep a few minutes later. Soon it was morning. I learned the bulldog's name. His name is Spike. Spike and I are pretty good friends. I went to the kitchen to get breakfast. I'm still worried about my family. Spike's owners called my owners again. They told her my address. Soon I'll be home. Spike's owner wanted to be my babysitter. She also learned my name, and I learned hers. Come, Angel. Come, Spike. We all hopped in the car and went home. When I went in, boy was I surprised. All of my brothers and sisters were there. Spike's owner, Samantha, filled up our food and water bowls. We were all happy to be home. The end. Yeah, I noticed you guys. I see you. Okay. Well, at least a week ago, we learned about a website called Pottermore. Okay, this is back to diary, it looks like. When I tried the sorting hat, I ended up being in Hufflepuff. I tried it again now that I'm older and I'm in Ravenclaw. So, there's that. Said my little brother, Tyus. My friend M is in Hufflepuff too. The other M got in Slytherin and she got mad, so she made 5 profiles and so is in every house. C got in Slytherin too. H and H, they're both twins by the way, got in Ravenclaw. CH got in Gryffindor. The common room for Hufflepuff is on the same corridor as the kitchens. Gryffindor and Ravenclaw are in towers, and Slytherin is in the dungeon under the lake. I read almost all of the Harry Potter books. I'm still working on Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. People who become in Slytherin never come out unevil. I'm glad I'm not a Slytherin. When I said that, M was mad. I mean mad! Speaking of mad, L was mad yesterday for not going down the elevator. Isn't that messed up? Speaking of elevators, W doesn't need the elevator anymore. I need to bring fruit to the Christmas party, and that is tomorrow. Okay, now we get to one of the first stories I actually put effort into, Dragon's World. Okay, Book 1, Dragon's World. The Four Dragons. Let me write a quick story, okay? Then in parentheses, never mind, it's not quick. Once there was a dragon. It was flying gracefully over the calm ponds, looking for fish to eat. Suddenly he heard a big whoosh. He thought to himself, what was that? He looked at where the sound came from, and there was a beautiful purple dragon. The dragon asked nicely, what's your name? Well, my name is Thunder. How about you? Thunder replied. My name is Flare, Flare replied. From then, they slept in a cave in the middle of the pond. The next day, Flare had babies. They named the boy Storm and the girl Violet. Storm was the bluish-purplish kind of color. Violet was Violet, of course. I'll catch fish for the young ones, okay? Said Thunder. Okay, Flare agreed. Thunder took off. Flare was teaching the babies how to roar. Suddenly, it got very hot. Violet was alarmed. So was Storm and Flare. She led them to the deepest room of the cave. What was it? Buy the next buy the next book to see what happens. I don't friend people on Roblox because I don't want to be friends with some viewers but not others, if that makes sense. I don't want to pick anyone over anyone else. Okay, this was written by someone else. I don't know who though. I think this may be M. One of the other M's. There's many M's in this. When I tried on the Sorting Hat, I was hoping I would get into Gryffindor, but I got into Hufflepuff. I am happy. I know 3 spells. They are Petrificus, Tulis, Boogie's Boogers, and Wingardium Leviosa. And when Ember said that M was mad, she meant mad, 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 which was bad. I caught the snitch 2 months ago, so wow, I'm amazing. Well, that's it. P.S. Don't touch my popcorn. Ha, K. Okay, The Lost Doglands by R. There was once an explorer exploring a gold land when he walked through a portal to a lost dog. To a lost dogland. There were dogs all around. He was so happy. One dog came up to him. He said, "Hi girl, how are you?" He saw her collar and it said Snowy Ball. He then said, "Hi Snowball, I am Tim." Snowball was a white husky with ice blue eyes. Tim had black hair with green eyes. Tim taught Snowball how to play fetch, roll over, sit, and lay down. They had so much fun until it was night. Snowball then took Tim to a nice comfortable-looking bed. He said, "Thank you, Snowball." Snowball took her bed out and said, "Woof, woof." She then wagged her tail, and she and Tim went straight to sleep. The end. Hello, Exotic Magoo. Welcome. We are reading the book today. We're reading the journal. Dragon's World 2. At this point, they're just pages. Each page was a whole book, apparently. Which is why this story's gonna go really fast-paced. Okay, the dragon. The air grew hotter and hotter. The kids hid behind their mother. Suddenly, it was dark. They couldn't see their own claws. "What happened, Mama?" asked Violet. "The dragons have come. The mean dragons," replied Flare. A loud roar boomed through the cave. Violet and Storm started crying. "Shh," said Flare. "I know you're in there," came a loud, booming voice. Flare blew fire at the entrance. "You're not hurting my babies," screamed Flare. "They're only newborns." "What is your name?" called the booming voice. "Flare, who are you?" she yelled back. "It is not appropriate to know my name right now." "So, you're with Thunder, aren't you?" replied the voice. "Yes," Flare yelled at him, or her. "Thunder is caught," came the voice again. Flare flew at him, blowing fire like a comet. "Mommy!" screamed Violet. All was silent for a long period of time. "Come," came the voice. "No!" screamed Violet. For the first time, Violet blew fire straight at the dragon's face. What's my favorite food? I like Chinese food. I like General Tso's chicken. It's very good. And most like barbecued, like grilled foods. I like a lot of grilled foods. Dragon's World 3, The Flight. The dragon roared with pain. The fire went right in his eye. "What did you do to Mom?" yelled Violet. "Sis?" said Storm. "Storm, you could talk?" exclaimed Violet. The dragon did not answer. The cave suddenly shook. The dragon flew out, leaving Violet and Storm behind. A calm voice came, "Over here." "Mom!" exclaimed Violet. "I was faking it," said Flare. "I'm okay." The kids hopped on their mother's back. Flare flew into the air. "Where are we going?" asked Violet. "To find your dad," Flare replied. The sky was dark red. "Ma?" said Storm. "Yes," replied Flare. Were you Fireball? Of course not, honey, replied Flare. I not honey, squealed Storm. Violet looked down at the land. Everything was brown. That wasn't how it was before. Everything was beautiful. Well, before. The drinking water was light green, the mountains were the color of boogers. Everything was horrible. There were no creatures like there were, well, no life. Where's Dad? Asked Violet. Bruh. Bruh. Dragon's Road 4. Storm's flight, Violet's fall. I don't know, honey. There was a silence. Do you think dragons took him? Asked Violet. Yes, replied Fair. Didn't you say they lived in the forest the day Storm and I were born? Asked Violet. Well, yes, replied Fair. Storm jumped off his mother. Storm! Violet and Fair yelled at the same time. Storm's wings opened and he was flying. Wow, said Violet. I see Dad, said Storm. Hooray! Exclaimed Violet. I want to fly too, Mom. Okay, replied Flare awkwardly. Well, okay, replied Flare awkwardly. Violet leapt off with all her might. She was falling. Her wings won't open. Help! She called. There were snakes and crocodiles right under her. She closed her eyes. I can't make it, she thought. She was falling. Is this the end? She thought. She held her breath. She splashed into the light green water. She heard crocodiles snapping and snakes hissing. There were mosquitoes, bees, wasps, and black widows, too. She opened her eyes. Water was stinging her eyes. Water was getting in her nostrils. Is this the end? I should create Gacha Life videos? Maybe. My favorite music, I listen to a lot of Breaking Benjamin. It's like rock music. I like rock music. Dragon's Road 5. Cave or mouth? Violet was beating her wings furiously. She flew. She flew to her mother. The clouds turned gray. Uh-oh, Violet thought to herself. We have to find a cave, yelled Flare over the winds that came. And Pegasus to eat, she added. Violet spotted a cave. Over there, Mom, she yelled. Storm and Violet flew in the cave. It was a lot warmer in there than it was outside. Violet and Storm tried to sleep, but it was moving. The cave was moving. The floor was wet. The floor was soft. Violet was puzzled. This is not a cave. It's a mouth, screamed Violet. Storm flew up and hit the ceiling. It's a mouth, all right, he replied. They flew to the exit, but the mouth was closed. Fire burst through the throat of the mouth. Violet and Storm screamed. It was the mouth of the dragon they met at home. The mouth was big enough to eat a blue whale or drink the ocean. They were scared. What will they do? They kept hitting the dragon's lips. Will they get out? Happy birthday, Devin. Okay, Dragon's Road 6. The dragon there. This is from Thudor's point of view. It's supposed to say thunder, but it said Thudor. It was dark. There were magical creatures in cages. The dragons pushed him in a different cave room and backed up. Bars shut him in the room. What are you doing? Thunder roared. You'll see, one of the dragons replied. Where's my family? Thunder roared again. There was no answer. Chains popped up and chained his feet to the floor and his mouth shut. He could not blow fire, talk, or any dragon things. Then a chain grabbed his tail. That's what, came a voice. He was in a cave, he could tell. He looked at all the creatures. There were dragons, pegasuses, unicorns, phoenixes, and griffins. Poor creatures, Thunder thought to himself. There were machines that had razor-sharp blades. Swords were on the walls with blood on their points. Would Thunder escape? Free, Dragon's Road 7. This is Storm's point of view. The mouth opened. Violet and I flew out. We flew straight to Mother. Mom took us to a cave with strange red marks. We walked inside. There were cages and sharp sticks with the red marks on them. There were strange, sharp, big things. We saw chains everywhere. We climbed on Mom. It was very scary. What are you looking for? Came an unfriendly voice. We were looking for a cave, and we found this one, replied Mom. Then you should join this fella, replied the voice. I looked where he was talking about. It was Dad! And your kids, came the voice. The bars went up. We walked in. The bars went back down. Chains chained us. I cuddled Dad. Violet was asleep, cuddling with Mom. Soon I was asleep. It was morning. We weren't chained anymore. I went on Dad's back. Dad flew up. So did Violet and Mom. There was a hole in the ceiling. We flew out. We were free. But we are hungry. Oh no, Devin. No killing, please. Dragons rolled 8. Jewel. Outside was a Pegasus. What's your name? Asked the Pegasus. I am Thunder. This is Flare, my wife, Storm, my little boy, and Violet, my little girl, Thunder replied. Who are you? Thunder asked. I am Jewel, she replied. Would you like me to show you where the nearest river is? Jewel asked. Yes, please, answered Flare. They all followed Jewel. Her land was the most wonderful thing they had seen. The water was clear, the sky was light blue, the mountains were gray, and best of all, the fish looked delicious. Everything was wonderful here. Flare caught some fish for them to eat. Violet and Storm gobbled up their food and said thank you. Thunder ate his food and did the same thing. Thank you, Jewel, said the family. Why, you're welcome, replied Jewel. She showed them a cave in the mountains, and a fire by one of the walls. There was a small pond in the back and 4 beds made of dandelion petals. They fell asleep. Blinding Light, Dragon's Rule 9. No, this is not Wings of Fire. This is a story that I wrote when I was 8 years old. 8 years old. They woke up and found Flare missing. Then they spotted her catching breakfast by the pond. Now that there were 5 of them, life seemed easier to the dragons, Jewel seemed like family. The children called Jewel Aunt Jewel. They ate for a while. Then the childrens played a game they called Flyby. This is how they play. 1. Have one person fly in the air. 2. Go up and see if you could do it exactly like them. Baba boy. 3. Whoever does it exactly like the other player first wins. Storm won this time. Then all 5 of them swam in a pond. Violet and Storm splashed around, scaring the fish out of the pond into a stream. Then they went out and rested in the sun. Violet spotted a butterfly. Flare gave her a stay here look. Violet pretended she didn't see it, but stayed. Thunder was flying, looking at the land. Then they heard a neigh. Violet turned at the sound. Then she said awkwardly, Mom? Dad? Storm? Jewel? Over here.
What is this? What do you read?
This is a story I wrote when I was 8 years old. Rose, Ruby, and the Portal, Dragon's World 10. They came running. The dragons couldn't understand what was going on. However, Jewel bowed down. The others followed. The object, or creature, was glowing, blinding the dragons. It was not affecting Jewel. They are friends, not enemies, Jewel told the glowing something. The object stopped glowing. It was a winged unicorn. There were roses in her mane. I am Rose, queen of this land, said the winged unicorn. Nice to meet you, Rose, said Flare. Jewel told Rose the dragons' names. So there are 6 of us together now, thought Thunder out loud. Yes, answered Rose. 4 dragons, 1 Pegasus, and me, said Rose quickly. You went through a portal from your world to our world, said Jewel. I agree, said a voice from behind them. Hi, Ruby, said Jewel. Hi, said the voice. Ruby was a unicorn. This party of 6 knows how to fly, said Ruby. 7, corrected Rose. Oh, fine, moaned Ruby. Ruby used her magic from her horn to fly. What portal?
Hi, fish.
Hi.
Fish. In the boat. Get in the boat.
Okay.
Get in the boat.
I ignored you, Crimson. I didn't think I... Oh, I just want to see what you said. No, I didn't ignore you, Crimson. I saw you. It's just I didn't have anything to say. Hello, Aiden. Yes, Pog. Watching the live and playing Meep City. Nice. Noise. Ruby is a unicorn, yes.
Get in the boat. I told you to get in the boat.
Okay, Dragon's World 11. No other portal. They all flew to the cave to figure things out. Are there any boys? Are there any boys here? Asked Storm. Yes, said Ruby. Then where are they? Asked Violet, thinking of cute boys. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is Violet thinking of cute boys? Why? Disguising themselves, answered Rose. I was 8! What is 8-year-old me doing writing about someone thinking about cute boys? What? That's how the child looks like scrolls? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
No, she gets in the boat.
Okay, I think I'm gonna marry her when I'm an adult, thought Storm to himself. Storm wants to freaking marry Rose. What is this? What is this? I see even powder. Okay. A portal, said Violet, pacing back and forth in dragon style. Everyone laughed at the sight of Violet pacing. That was what Flare did when she got mad. Where exactly is the portal? Said Violet, slowing it down on her pace. You went through the portal when you went through the hole in the cave, replied Jewel. That portal can only take people here once. When you go through it, you can never go back through it again, Jewel added. So basically we have to find another one, asked Thunder. Yup, answered Jewel. You got to be kidding me, roared Thunder. Calm down, said Ruby. Do you know any other portals that can get us back? Asked Flare. Unfortunately, no, sighed Rose. The other two nodded. Lightning and Dude, Dragon's World 12. I do, came a voice from over the cave. Everyone flew there. Standing was a griffin. Let me introduce myself, the griffin said. My name is Lightning. I am king of the Hippogriff and Griffin world. Finally a boy! Screamed Storm. Lightning and Thunder laughed at Storm in a nice way. Storm giggled. Our land is in trouble, said Flare. It used to be as beautiful as this one until evil took over, added Flare. Anyways, where is the portal? Asked Thunder. This way, said Lightning. It will take you where you wish to go, so all of you have to wish to go to the same place or you'll be separated forever, added Lightning while he was flying. They soon saw what looked like a hole in the sky. A dragon came out of it and said hello in an unfriendly voice. It sounded oddly familiar. Violet, who never forgets anything, remembered exactly who it was. We're both dragons, dude, she yelled at him. How did you know my name? Said the voice. You're a dragon, can you be in the story? I'm not writing this, I'm just reading it. I'm not adding to this at all. I'm sorry that happened, Gaboo. I'm just reading this journal. That's the only thing that we're doing now. New friends, Dragon's World 13. 9 years passed! 9 years passed! Storm and Violet were 9 years old and started to be familiar with this world. Violet liked to tease Storm about the way he talked 9 years ago. Ruby or Jewel would always put a stop to it when it started. Jewel started flying up. She should be here any minute, said Jewel. Who? Asked Storm. My twin sister, Sapphire, proclaimed Jewel. Oh, okay, said Storm. Suddenly a star appeared, and it was in the middle of the day. What type of star is that? Asked Violet. That's not a star, it's Sapphire, said Jewel. Jewel, a guest is here. Wait, 2 guests, said a flare from the cave. The 3 of them went inside. There were 2 Pegasuses. I'm Sapphire, said the girl. I'm Comet, said the boy. Hi, said Storm and Violet. Violet was excited because tomorrow was Storm and Violet's birthday. The clouds suddenly turned gray. A lightning bolt struck down, almost hitting Storm. Then everything was back to normal. 9 years. Time skip be like. Jewel's paralyzation. Dragon's World 14. Evil, sighed Violet. The other 9 nodded in agreement. In the cave, yelled Ruby alertingly. They all flew in the cave, just in time. The ground shook. They huddled in fright. Earthquake. They went to their inside pond. Jewel looked down. No luck, said Jewel, still looking. Ah! Jewel screamed. She was paralyzing slowly. Violet knew why. There's a basilisk, I mean, screamed Violet. Aunt Jewel, said Violet quietly. Aunt Ruby, do something, asked Storm. Ruby walked to Jewel. Ruby's horn glowed, then Jewel was healed. Thanks, Ruby, said Jewel. My pleasure, answered Ruby. Ruby's horn glowed again, and the shaking stopped. Storm looked outside. A big dragon is here, said Storm to everyone. I remember him, said Violet. I know you remember, said Storm. You always remember, added Storm. They put rocks over the entrance to keep Dragon out. My name is Golden Dragon, said Dragon. Yes, the plural of Pegasus is Pegasi, but I was like 8 to 9 years old, so I didn't know that. Also, I didn't know what an alicorn was, so that's why things wrong. What, the dream? Dragon's World 15, Violet's point of view. We went to sleep in the dandelion beds, which there were now more of. I was dreaming. I was at Storm playing Flyby in the field. I flew too high and was in space. Then Golden Dragon came and pushed me in the black hole. I was swirling around. I suddenly woke up. It was morning. It was just a dream. Yay! I screamed. It is my birthday. Same as Storm. I came for your party, said a friendly voice. Hi, Aunt Cloud, chorused Storm and I. Aunt Cloud was our real aunt, and the sister of Mom. She travels around all the worlds, knows every portal, and helps people and creatures in need. What kind of cake do you kids want? Asked Cloud. Coconut, Storm and I said at the same time. Alrighty then, she replied in her, alright, I can't do a country voice. She replied in her country voice. Okay. Did I mention that she knows all the languages? No? Well, she does. I asked Storm. Cloud seems a little OP. I asked Storm if he had any weird dreams. He said no. I elucidated my weird dreams about Golden Dragon in the black hole. He confessed and said I had the same dream. It is an interesting story. Family, Dragon's World 16. Storm gasped. My dream was just like that, but it was me instead of you, said Storm. There was a silence. Hi, came a small voice. Violet turned around. Hi, Meteor, Violet replied. Meteor was Ruby and Comet's son. Happy birthday, said Meteor. Thanks, said Violet. You're welcome, replied Meteor. Then Storm chanted, Violet and Meteor sitting in a tree. Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes a baby in a baby carriage. Are not, said Meteor and Violet at the same time. Storm rolled his eyes at them and then flew up. Meteor was a winged unicorn and charged at Storm. Horn first. Oh snap, said Storm. He flew up with amazing speed. Storm was faster than Meteor at flying, but Meteor followed. Meteor went at a fast speed, but then a voice came from inside. Meteor, bad boy, yelled Ruby. Meteor went in his family's cave, which was next to the dragon's cave. Meteor didn't come out. Boy got grounded or something. We're trying to, like, stab a dragon. Like, tried to stab him. Dragon's Road 17, an intruder. Flair's point of view. Soon I found out what Storm did. I was sitting on a boulder in the cave. Storm, come in here, I called to him. He walked inside, head drooped. Why did you do that? I asked him, pacing back and forth. Violet teases me, so I wanted to get her back, replied Storm, who was in tears. Caw! Called Lightning. He landed outside our cave. The boy's lying, said Lightning. Who can tell if anyone was telling the truth? I guess Lightning is apparently a living lie detector. Lightning was big, strong, and honest. Why is he lying? I asked. He felt like he would get in trouble, replied Lightning. Storm got mad. His face turned red. He charged into the basilisk pond. Lightning flew after him and stopped. Storm! I yelled at him in an angry way. He flew out without saying bye. He was gone. Standing at the entrance was Dude, the ice dragon. We got company, everyone, I yelled. All of us, except Storm, surrounded Dude. We attacked. The dragons used fire, Pegasus used hooves, unicorns used horns, and winged Pegasus used hooves and horns. Are these dreams of prophecy? I don't know. I haven't read this since I wrote it, probably. I actually have legitimately no idea what's going on. No, I did not mute you on the live chat, Crimson. I don't know, man. But no, you're good. Violet gets knocked out. Ruby's point of view. Dragon's World 18. I couldn't stand Golden Dragon. I am fighting furiously. I am worried about the children. Golden Dragon blew fire at Jewel. She dodged it. Flare gulped. Fire shot at Violet. She flew over it. She blew fire while flying. I remember this, said Golden Dragon. Remember what? Remember what I thought? Golden Dragon swung his tail at Violet. It hit her. There was a bong, and Violet fell to the ground. Don't you dare, came Storm's voice. Storm blew fire at Golden Dragon's face. It went in his eye, and then he flew away. Flare walked to Violet. So did I. My horn glowed, but it didn't work. The only way to heal her is to find a sapphire, ruby, and rose, then to bring them to her, I said. We will make teams who will find each item. Lightning will stay to watch Violet. Sapphire, Jewel, and Comet will find the sapphire. Rose, Storm, Meteor will find the rose. Thunder, Flare, and I will find the ruby. Let the search begin, I said. Let's look in the field, said Flare. Yeah, bug. Probably. Dragon's World 19, Joel's point of view. Found sapphire. A sapphire, I thought to myself. There's something fishy about these items. Sapphire is the name of a Pegasus. Ruby is the name of a unicorn. Rose is the name of a winged unicorn. We have a new baby, came Flare's voice. What will you name her? Asked Thunder. Diamond, replied Flare. Okay, said Thunder. Wow, they just randomly have a new child? What? There's just a boom, random new child in the middle of this. What? Okay, said Thunder. I will take care of her, said Lightning. Okay, said Flare. I looked towards Lightning's direction. Diamond was a little white dragon. I looked in the tall grass and saw a blue glint. I flew to it. I found some dry grass and made a basket out of it. I looked more carefully at the blue glint. It was a sapphire. I placed it in the basket. Convenient sapphire is convenient. One item found. 2 more to go, I called to the others. We need new groups, called Ruby. Storm, Jewel, Thunder, Flare, and Lightning are finding the rose. Meteor, Comet, Sapphire, Rose, and I will find the ruby. Cloud will watch Violet. Everyone went in their new stations. I made sure there were no roses in the grass and started to eat. Everybody, if you find an item, put it in my basket, I called. Oh, Q&A! Q&A time. Q, how did Violet know Dude's name was Dude? J. A, Violet didn't know his name was Dude. She only remembered he was the unfriendly voice. Q, is sapphire the color of a sapphire? M. A, only her mane and tail are the color of a sapphire. Q, when is somebody going to die? J. A, never. Q, how much people is in the book? A, 15 so far from chapter 1 to 19. Not pages 1 to 19, chapter 1 to 19. Okay, Dragon's Road 20, Lost Jewel, Sapphire's point of view. Oh, Lost Jewel Land. Okay, we all called back to Jewel. My eyes scanned the grass. I flew to the river and had a drink from the fresh, clear water. Cloud, is Violet getting better? I called to Cloud. A little, Cloud called back. She's breathing, I thought to myself. She risked her life for ours, I thought out loud, thinking of Violet blowing fire while flying, then being hit with the golden dragon's tail. Dude and Golden Dragon were there, I whispered. I did not whisper. I felt a rush of anger and realized I was staring in the river. Then a small fish came and talked to me. He said, if the dragons don't eat me, I will help you find the ruby. I trusted the fish and said, okay. He swam down the river. Why? Fish could talk? That makes them eating and, fishing so much worse. The fish are sentient creatures. Okay, he swam down the river. I followed. Then he showed me a place I never seen before. There were waterfalls and flowers. There were jewels and gems everywhere. Are you sure there are rubies? I asked the fish. Yep, he said. Okay, I answered back to the fish. Bye, he said. Bye, I replied. I flew up into the air. My eyes were looking for the red jewel. I saw red. I swooped down with a whoosh. There was a small phoenix there. Oh. I didn't see Crimson's self-advertising, but thank you for moderating, Ventater. Yeah, please don't. It is a bit rude to self-promote in someone else's chat. That's why I didn't talk about my own stream in Niko's chat. Even though, Pokemon Master was, asking about it. Dragon's Road 21, Rose's point of view. Phoenix and Rose found. I'm not advertising you, I'm talking to you. Talking to you and advertising you are different things. I sent a call to Sapphire saying, where are you? Follow my voice, she called back. I flew as fast as I could. I landed. Sapphire looked exhausted. By her hooves, there was a baby phoenix. The phoenix looked terrified. Caw! Came Lightning. Who knew the most about phoenixes? This little guy doesn't have a... started Lightning. I'm gonna call her Sapphire Jr., interrupted Sapphire. You don't even know if it's a boy or a girl yet, answered me. How about Flame, said Ruby. It's okay with me, I answered. The little phoenix flew up and flew around happily. Can you help us find the rose? I asked. Flame nodded. Flame flew off. Flame's a girl, Lightning called. We looked for the items. Flame came back, holding a rose in her talons. Flame dropped it in Jewel's basket. Just the ruby to find, Jewel called. Violet is breathing more easily, Cloud added. I'll look after Violet, Flare said. The rest of us looked for the ruby. Ruby used her horn to reveal anything red. She kept revealing the rose in my mane. Then she revealed a flame-red object. Dragon's Road 22. Suffering, then healed. Violet's point of view. Wake up, I thought. No matter how much I tried, I couldn't wake up. I longed for a rainbow trout. Very specific. Pain went through my body like a river. The thought of Golden Dragon rushed to my head. Everything was dark. The hit hurt badly. I thought I wasn't going to make it. All of a sudden, everything stopped. My eyes opened. I looked around. Everyone was staring at me. There were 3 glowing items. Everyone cheered. Storm came and explained what happened. A white little dragon paddled up to me. She had lovely amber eyes. You have a sister, said Mom. Her name is Diamond, she added. I found the ruby, said Sapphire. I know, I replied. Flame gave me the biggest rainbow trout I had ever seen. How does she know who Flame is? You can't have an effect on this world, Crimson. I know, I replied. Flame gave me the biggest rainbow trout I've ever seen. How does she know who Flame is? What? And how did she know about the rose, sapphire, and ruby? Thanks, I said. Flame nodded her head. Then I ate the fish. I was thinking... Wait, if Rose had roses in her mane, then why didn't she just use that rose as rose for, like, the cure or whatever? What? What? Okay, Golden Dragon's return. Golden Dragon's point of view. I was mad! How could it happen again? I zoomed out of my cave, ready to get them back. Soon I saw them. No! How could they have healed her? I blew fire at them. Ah! They screamed. 5 bursts of fire came at me. I dodged and charged at them. Suddenly, something pecked me from behind. I spun around quickly. My tail was on fire. Ow, 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 ow! I wailed. I finally saw the source, a phoenix. I struck my tail at it. It dodged. Grrr, I said through clenched teeth. Water hit my face. I looked down. Pesky unicorn, I growled. I swooped down on her, claws out. She froze me. My flaming tail melted the ice. Ha! I said, scoffing. She made water come out of her horn at my tail, then froze me. She used her horn to make me float. Then her horn pushed me into outer space. Suddenly I was falling. Dude swooped in and caught me. He blew ice at Ruby. Can't wait till she gets that, I murmured. We went in her cave. Yeah, just chilling, exotic Magoo. It is bad to destroy planets, yeah. Mom and Dad, Dragon's World 24, Flame's point of view. Ice flew down to Ruby. I burned it with fire and it melted. I looked around curiously. I closed my eyes. I opened them. I flew up. I did twists, turns, and figure eights. Fire chilled my actions. It was beautiful. I went to a strawberry bush. How old is Flame? I ate some of them and brought the rest to Violet. I dropped them in front of her. She nodded her head and ate. Then I remembered bad memories. I remembered my parents. A tear rolled out of my eye. I fought back. Are Flame's parents dead? I flew as fast as I could. Soon I was in a cave. Okay, never mind. There were cages. Mom? Dad? I called. Flame! Came my mom and dad's voice. I flew to them. They were in a cage. I unlocked it with my talons. We flew through the hole in the ceiling. We flew... How did he just get back? What? We flew around together. I thought we would be dragon food, Mom said. This is the happiest time of my life, I said. We did figure eights. I hugged my mom and dad with my wings. They hugged back. Violet flew up. This is Violet, I explained to Mom and Dad. They nodded their approval. They are safe. Okay. Little sneak. Diamond's point of view. Dragon's World 25. I was a troublemaker. I snuck behind Comet. Then I grabbed his tail. He looked towards me. I went under him so he didn't see me. This is like a dragon trying to sneak under like a freaking alicorn. What? He looked towards me. I went under him so he didn't see me. He went on talking to his wife, Ruby. I listened. What will we do about her? Asked Comet. Don't know, answered Ruby. She is just a troublemaker, said Comet. Me? I thought to myself. I agree, said Ruby. I crept out from under him and snuck away. I am sneaky, I whispered. Yes, you are, said Violet as she blocked my path. What are you up to now? Violet asked. Nothing, I lied. Violet flew off, believing me. I smirked. I stomped playfully and walked away. I saw Storm. I crawled on his back. Giddy up! I shouted. Storm flew in the air with panic. Unexpectedly, I fell off. Ah! I screamed. Gotcha, said an unknown voice. I looked at what I was on. Wow, a gold dragon, I said. Want to live with me? He asked. No! Screamed Storm. Oh gosh. Good friends who are dragon? What if I only killed dragons? They don't classify as living creatures, right? They do. Yeah, I have good friends who are dragons. I don't. If I hear my friend's destruction. Yeah, don't go around just killing dragons. Fish trouble. Dragons rule 26. Dude's point of view. Yes, the plan is working. I was in a huge tree. She would be perfect for us. I was shivering from warmth. I hated warmth and loved cold. Warmth made me unsteady and nervous. I feel like I could and would melt. Brr, I said to myself. What? Suddenly a yeti came. I ordered it to go back to the mountains, and it obeyed. Fish brains, I murmured. I saw a clean river. A silver fish jumped out. I swooped down and caught it. It was the best thing I've ever tasted. Stop it, called a voice. I froze. These fish are for a contest. Sorry, I didn't know, I murmured. Well, now you know. She/he said rudely. I used my power to restore the fish, and I put it gently in the water. I flew back in the tree. Hey, I thought to myself, I got an idea. Isn't Dude supposed to be like one of the evil people? I mean, maybe I guess he has some good points then. What? Okay. Meteor's point of view, Dragon's Rule 27. Violet? I asked. Yes, she answered. What does it feel like being fainted? Like you're asleep and you can't wake up, she answered. Oh, I replied. Violet flew off. I was a lot younger than her. I walked for a while. Meteor, supper time, my mom called. Coming, I replied. I flew to the cave. What can I eat today? I asked. Daisies, after you bring more dandelions, Mom said. Okay, I replied. I walked off in search of dandelions. Finally, I saw a field of dandelions. I'm only 8. A lot younger is younger by 1 year. Flame, I need you right now, I called. Fire appeared in the sky. The fire started to turn into flame. Can you bring these dandelions to my mom? I asked. Flame nodded and got some dandelions. Then I ate some daisies that were nearby. They tasted nice and sweet like sugar. Do they? Probably not. I closed my eyes for a while. A nice breeze came and rushed through my mane. The sun was shining. It was a beautiful day. I opened my eyes again. Crazy MPV plays. Yes, our bread worshipping friend. Dragon's Rule 28. Sapphire's point of view. Oh, my friends wrote this chapter. Quote unquote chapter. Butter. Okay, Butter. Violet is in trouble. As the nice cool winds blew in my mane, fear came upon me. I heard a scream. It was a common scream. It was Violet. I rushed to her. Then I noticed was in a cave covered with bars. I should have known it was the golden dragon, I said. Help, she cried. Then I noticed was not her. It was the dragon. I pounced him to the ground. Stop, I yelled. What is your name? Violet yelled. My name is Butter, he said. Okay, for context, me and my friend used to watch a lot of Sky Does Minecraft. Okay, he said. Me and Violet looked puzzled. Why? We both said. Well, another word for gold is butter, he said. Okay, said Violet. How does she get out? I said. Just step on the button in there. Shoot, Butter said. Thanks, said Violet, and she got out, and he flew away until I got hit and fell. This chapter is not canon to the rest of the story, because I completely ignore it. I completely ignore it. Like, from here on out. Sapphire's Rescue. Dragon's World 29. Jules' point of view. Golden Dragon came, looking around. My sister disappeared and didn't come back. I ran up to Golden Dragon. What did you do to my sister? I yelled. The same thing I'm about to do to you, Golden Dragon replied. Golden Dragon swung his massive tail. I ducked and kicked him. Oh, same thing you did to Violet, huh? I yelled. Flare flew fast by my side. Flare blew fire on him. Golden Dragon roared with pain. The fire landed on the same spot where he was kicked. I flew to the Golden Dragon's lair. A dragon flew out. Violet! I yelled in delight. Is my sister in there? I asked. Violet nodded. I flew in the lair. Sapphire was laying down. I gave her some daisy petals. She ate them and got out of the lair. We went in the Pegasus cave. Are you okay? I asked. Just hit. Everything else is okay, Sapphire answered. I got a violet and put it in her mane. She smiled. Welcome back, Crimson Infection. You've never heard of Gold Cloud Butter before? It's because we used to watch a lot of Sky Does Minecraft, and he referred to gold as butter a lot because gold in Minecraft looks like, butter. Like sticks of butter. The ending! Dragons World 30. Everyone met in the field. The dragons and lightning would have to go back to their world. For this reason, I will give them each a traveling star so they can go home, Rose said. Rose gave them each a traveling star. The dragons disappeared to their world. Lightning vanished to his world. It is hard because they all felt like family, cried Ruby. The others nodded in agreement. Dude managed to trap Golden Dragon and himself in a cage. Meanwhile, Lightning looked back at the world he ruled and remembered all his friends and adventures that he had in the other world, the one Rose ruled. The dragons missed their new friends, but they still had the traveling stars. Violet and Storm were too sad to sleep. Now that the dragons met Golden Dragon and Dude, they liked to throw leftover meat in their cage. It was always a laugh when the two dragons raced for the food. They still knew it was over. They all knew it. Why did they have to go back to their world? Like, couldn't they just stay if they really wanted to be in their world still? Comments on Dragon's World. Why does it have to end? This is a good series. Hello. Now we go on to the next story written in this. The Pokemon Games 2. A Pokemon and Hunger Games crossover. Anyway, a Pokemon and Hunger Games crossover. Let's go. What's my favorite Pokemon and live fish? My favorite Pokemon is Reshiram. I don't think I have a favorite fish, but lionfish are cool. Okay. The Pokemon Games 2. Rhyperior stomped. Serperior silenced him with a Vine Whip. Serperior used to be a Snivy, but trained so much she evolved into Serperior and was stronger than her team leader. So she became team leader. Same happened to Tepig, Rhydon, and Oshawott. Rhyperior is leader of Rock Team, Serperior of Grass, Samurott of Water, and Emboar of Fire. There are more teams, though, like Team Flying with Staraptor, Pidgey, Pidove, Charizard, who was in Fire and Flying, and Togetic. There was an electric group, too. The Pokemon in it were Emolga, Pachirisu, Pikachu, Minun, and Tynamo. Rapidash joined Fire Team when it protected the other members from a trainer. Gosh, evil trainers. Okay. Emboar and Rapidash were both level 40. The old Emboar was caught by the trainer. Of course, they missed the old Emboar. He was level 70. Serperior went in the tall grass. Leavanny followed. Charizard sat, thinking. Charizard flew in the air and blew fire uncontrollably. My chat I forgot my chat turned off. Wait, whoops. Let me turn chat back on. You didn't really miss much. Seeking used Surf. The Flying Team flew up. Fire Team used Protect. Grass Team dodged. Electric Team made Lightning and rid on them. Water Team stayed put, and Rock Team used Dig. Charizard, yelled Staraptor, leading of the Flying Team. You need to control your fire, Rapidash said. Pause. LPS clans, next page. Spot Pup woke up. He looked around River Clan nursery, then crawled to his mother, Pink Diamond, and went asleep again. After a few hours, Spot Pup woke up again and got a piece of fish. He woke up Bushy Paw and said, Shadow Clan, attack! I'm going to be a medicine chinchilla, so shut up, said Bushy Paw. Spot Pup sat down. Bushy Paw fell asleep. Spot Pup went to the warrior's den and again said, Shadow Clan attack! Ashfur, the warrior, was alarmed and got her claws out. Where? Yelled Ashfur. JK, Spot Pup barked. Spot Pup laughed. Go to bed, Ashfur told him. It's morning, barked Spot Pup. He went away. Riverstar woke up. Spot Pup hid behind a bush. Riverstar yawned. Then he got a big piece of ham and ate it. Meeting! Roared Riverstar. Everybody gathered around him. Bushy Paw, come, Riverstar called. Bushy Paw obeyed. Bushy Paw is now Bushy Tail because of Flower Fur's death. Bushy Tail had tears in her eyes as she remembered her mentor. Thanks, Bushy Tail said to Riverstar. Spot Pup, you came up too. Spot Pup leaped up to Riverstar. Spot Pup will now be Spot Paw. His mentor will be Bushy Tail. Spot Paw jumped in excitement. He was now an apprentice. He ran to Bushy Tail. Bushy Tail and Spot Paw went to the medicine chinchilla den. One thing you need to learn is what this does, she said as she showed him a green object. It attracts cats, Spot Paw guessed. No, Bushy Tail said. Kill somebody? Spot Paw guessed again. Again, no, Bushy Tail replied. I give up, Spot Paw said. It's called a revival herb, and restores somebody's health completely. Bushy Tail said. Oh, Spot Paw said in a low voice. This is called a cherry berry, and it recovers paralysis, said Bushy Tail, holding a red berry. These are, yes, it's like warrior cats now. This is like, it's like warrior cats mixed with like random animals, mixed with just freaking like Pokemon medicine. Okay, said Bushy Tail, holding a red berry. Okay, said Spot Paw. If you're burned, this raspberry juice could heal it. If you're frozen, this asperberry will thaw you. This is technically a different story, but it crosses over. Out. Last but not least, this personberry will cure poison. That's actually the wrong berry. It's Pecha berry that cures poison, not personberry. Personberry cures confusion. Bushytail informed him. Got it, Spot Paw said. What does an asperberry do? Bushytail challenged him. Thaws you out, Spot Paw answered. Ding, 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 Bushytail said. What berry cures burns? Asked Bushytail. Ross, said, said Spot Paw. Correct, said Bushytail. The sun started to creep down. Millimeter each second. Bushytail kept quizzing Spot Paw on berries. Then Bushytail talked about where each berry comes from. Soon the stars came out of their hiding place, as they dotted the red sky one by one. Everybody went in their dens and fell asleep. What they didn't know was that Barktail from Shadow Clan was watching them. Barktail was on a mission for Shadow Star, and Barktail was not going to let him down. Quarter moon. Day was on its way. Barktail was collecting data on the 4 clans so Shadowstar could make the legend true. Thunder Clan, Wind Clan, and River Clan didn't know this, but they knew the legend of the dragon. Oh gosh. Yes, I can hear you, Crimson. And yes, Caleb is just chilling driving the boat. Yep, we're just vibing. Chapter 2, The Dragon. With this beautiful illustration here. That's how my dragons used to look, chat. Windstar was telling WindClan the legend of the dragon. Once, a very special clan leader was born. He or she learned about every clan. One day, the leader saw a dragon and spent time with it. The dragon liked the leader and disappeared. The next day, other clans started to attack. The leader was mad at those clans, and the dragon came out of the leader's tail. What? What? The dragon blew fire everywhere. The leader and her clan won the battle that day and flew away on the dragon. Fluff Pup shivered in fright. Don't worry, said his mother, Blacktail. Bedtime for you, said Blacktail. Fluff Pup went to bed. Little Paw and Snowpaw. You too, said Purple Claw, the warrior. Okay, the 2 girls said together. The adults had a meeting. What should we do about the dragon if it returns? Greyear asked. Capture it, dummy, said Purple Claw. Pant, 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 came a panting noise. Thunderstar and Riverstar ran in the room with their clans. Dragon! Thunderstar exclaimed. Yeah, said Riverstar. Roar came the dragon. Smash was the noise it made when its foot hits the ground. Brown Wings, Ashfur, and Purple Claw all had the same idea. Purple Claw got on Brown Wings' back. Brown Wings flew to the dragon, and Purple Claw pinched it hard. Stop, said Riverstar. It's okay, Riverstar told the dragon. The dragon walked to Riverstar, Windstar, Thunderstar, and out of nowhere, Shadowstar walked toward the dragon. The dragon led all the clans onto its back. It flapped its wings and took off. I don't know. I don't know why totally not warrior cats has dragons. I don't know why totally not warrior cats has dragons. Dragon's World 2, chat. Dragon's World 2. 10 years later from Dragon's World 1. Animals. Storm saw Twilight fly through the portal with creatures on his back. Violet was married, don't say yuck, to Twilight. Twilight was a light blue dragon with silver horns. Roar, said the animal that was named Shadowstar. The animals were obviously scared. Arf, said Spotpaw, translated hi, and I'm scared from Shadowstar then, Spotpaw, said Twilight. He could understand animal. Meow, said Pink Diamond. I just got a puppy, translated Twilight. Meow, meow, said Pink Diamond. Its name is Flower Pup, translated Twilight again. Okay, okay, said Violet. Flame was 11. Flame was also a flame red phoenix. Look, take them back to their world and everything will be fine, said Flame. How did you get to the dragon world? Asked 32-year-old Flare. Traveling star, said Flame. How will you get back to the Phoenix world? Asked Storm. I brought 6 extra stars, said Flame. The clans chose a dragon and got on their backs. Flame gave a traveling star to each dragon. They were gone. I've read all of the warrior cats. There are no dragons. But maybe it should have them. At this point, it wouldn't be the craziest thing. Warrior cats with dragons. Welcome back, said Ruby. Oh, clan trouble. Welcome back, said Ruby. Thanks, said Violet, with River Clan on her back. They crawled off. Then Storm appeared, next Thunder, then Flare, then Twilight. It's nice to see you all again, said Sapphire. They're back, exclaimed an excited Jewel. Yeah, said Ruby. Long time no see, said Sapphire. Soon the dragon's new friend, Emma, appeared. Emma was a 16-year-old, rainbow-colored dragon. The clans froze in horror. They turned to Shadow Clan. Roar! Roared Thunderstar. Translated, your clan is who brought back the dragon. Now we're stuck here. Translated Twilight. Oh boy, said Thunder. Thunder Clan chose to ride on his back. Huh, I wonder why. Well, the Shadow Clan animals start attacking, said Storm, who was responsible for Shadow Clan. Beats me, said Flare, who was responsible for Wind Clan. I think we've separate clans, said Violet, who was responsible for River Clan. Yeah, said Storm. Then we're the leaders, said Flare. We need appropriate clan names, said Thunder. They just take over. They just become the leaders of the freaking. They just become the leaders of the freaking clans. Gotta go. Okay, I'll remember you, Crimson Infection. We had time travel and spirit battles. Dragons aren't that crazy. Yeah, true. Joining the clans. Then consistency would be fine if the names were done correctly. No offense, of course. To be fair, I was like 9 when I wrote this. Joining the clans. Sapphire's eyes were wide with fright. You mean you're changing into an animal? Sapphire asked. Yeah, said Violet, as she changed into a lion. Stormflare and Thunder did the same thing. Sapphire stared with horror. Then she turned to a beautiful white horse. She went to River Clan's side. Names and jobs, said Violet. I will now be Violet Star, leader of River Clan. River Star is now River Claw, added Violet. They just take over! They just freaking take over! Okay. How do you know so much about clans? Flare asked. Violet Star shrugged. Then I will be Stormstar, leader of Shadow Clan, Storm said. Shadowstar will be Shadowclaw, Stormstar added. I guess I'm Flare Star, leader of Wind Clan. Windstar will now be Windfur, said Flare. I'm Thunderstar, leader of ThunderClan. Thunderstar will now be Thunderstorm. Thunder said. I will be Sapphire Fur, medicine horse of RiverClan, Sapphire said. I'm Ruby Horn, warrior of RiverClan. I was so creative with these names, said Ruby. And that you'll be Rainbow Claw, warrior of WindClan, Flare said. Okay, said Rainbow Claw. Rose, you'll be Rose Feather, said Storm, warrior of ShadowClan. Golden Dragon and Dude. Jewel, you're Jewel Heart, warrior of ThunderClan, Thunderstar called. Got it, said Jewel Heart. Flame, your Flamefoot, apprentice of RiverClan, said Violet Star. Dude should be Ice Melt of Nothing Clan, and Golden Dragon is Gold Annoying of Nothing Clan. Flower Pup teased. How did you know about them? Asked Violet Star. Those two super skinny cats were boasting about them, Flower Pup said. Hey, you two, called Thunderstar. Yes, sir? Asked the first very skinny white one. The orange one stepped out, claws out, ready to protect his partner if necessary. You guys are Golden Dragon and Dude, aren't you? Asked Thunderstar. Yes, said the orange one. Do you promise to be kind? Storm asked. Yes, said the orange one. We promise, said the white one. The white one will be known as Blizzard Tail, warrior of Wind Clan. The orange one will be known as Tiger Claw of Shadow Clan. Okay, said Violet. And also, why'd they separate them to clans? Like different clans. Wouldn't they be together because they're like friends? They're like, whatever, said Violet. First thing first, let's hunt, exclaimed Blizzard Tail. Off they went. Flamefoot and Thunderstorm. Now, you go down and capture it, said Purple Claw to Little Paw. Little Paw did as told and caught the mouse. Good job, said Purple Claw. Little Paw gave the mouse to Blizzard Tail, as he was super skinny. Thanks, said Blizzard Tail. Because they freaking, like, starved him after the first book. As he... The story should be published, and Tiger Claw was like, I know, that's why I did that face. I was like, I don't think this should be published, though. Maybe. Maybe I'll make an ebook of it and let people buy it if they wanted. Okay, good job, said Purple Claw. Little Paw gave the mouse to Blizzard Tail, as he was super skinny. Thanks to Blizzard Tail. As a clan, we need camp, said Windfur. Okay, said Flamestar. Can't it be Firestar or Featherstar? Asked Flarestar. Featherstar, said Little Paw. Yeah, said Snowpaw. Thanks, said Featherstar. Flamefoot giggled at the name Featherstar. Shut up, yelled Featherstar. Flamefoot was silent. Suddenly, Flamefoot was being pulled down. Thunderstorm, Flamefoot yelled at her mentor. You need to treat them like their prey and hurt them, said Thunderstorm. Flamefoot was struggling to get free. Stop! Now! Roared Thunderstar as he knocked Thunderstorm off his feet. Thunderstar pinned him to the ground. We do not treat allies like their prey, Thunderstar roared. Flamefoot, from suffering like that, you will become a warrior. May all animals old enough to catch prey gather together, exclaimed Thunder. What? 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 This man is like, he's bullying you, so you're a warrior now. What? Blizzard Tail's point of view. Flame Talon. We all gathered around the ThunderClan leader. May my ancestors look down on this apprentice. She has worked hard to understand the ways of kindness and faithfulness. In the honor of StarClan, Flamefoot will now be known as Flame Talon, Thunderstar said. The crowd and I roared with excitement. Flame Talon! Flame Talon! The crowd and I cheered, greeting the new warrior. StarClan honors you for your strength and power, Thunderstar told the new warrior. What? Flame Talon was very happy. I could tell by the look on her face. Welcome, Flame Talon, I said. Flame Talon flew off into a forest as she was a bird. Doesn't she need someone to go with her? Asked Featherstar. No, she's a warrior now, dummy, said Brownwings. I'll go anyway, Brownwings said as he flew off. Penny loves Flame Talon, I thought to myself. Someone goes with someone. They must be in love. What? Okay. Flame Talon soon came back with a bird in her talons. Birds can eat birds, right? Flame Talon gave Tiger Claw the bird. Hey, Tiger Claw, isn't it nice to get people to give us food? I asked. With all the hunting, there was a nice fresh kill pile. Okay, medicine and camps. If I loved Flametown, I wouldn't be a loyal warrior, said Brownwings to Blizzardtail. Oh, hi and bye, Jim. Oh, I understand, replied Blizzardtail. Sapphire Fur walked around, asking if anyone was hurt, especially Violet Star. I hurt my paw, complained Snowpaw. Sapphire Fur looked carefully at the paw. Then she fixed it with a fern. Thanks, said Snowpaw. My pleasure, answered Sapphire Fur. Bushy-Tail, the old medicine chinchilla, walked up to Sapphire Fur. Are you sure you can handle medicine stuff? Asked Bushy-Tail. I'm perfectly fine, said Sapphire Fur. Bushy-Tail had converted to ThunderClan. Spotpaw was now Sapphire Fur's apprentice. They had already gotten camps for each clan. Go to your own camp, said Thunderstar. Focused on ShadowClan. We will hunt until I have a pile of food right here, said Stormstar. The warriors took off. Soon there was a pile of voles, shrews, birds, snakes, fish, mice, and rabbits. For the vegetarians, there was carrots, grass, lettuce, hay, hibiscus, marigold, and mangoes. That's a very wide variety of food. Bring Blood Clan in. If I'm not talking anymore, it's because you're playing. Okay, exotic, that's fine. Okay. There were dens already. Night soon came. The warriors went to their den, apprentices to their den, medicine animals in their den, and so on. Name trouble. Featherstar changed her name, so why can't I? Complained Sapphire Fur. Fine, what about Sapphire Wings? Violet Star asked. Okay, said Sapphire Wings. Ouch, yelped Spotpaw. I'm okay, said Spotpaw. Just a thorn in my fur, he added. Sapphire Wings sighed with relief. Hey, Lightning, called Thunderstar. You turn to Panda, said Thunderstar. Yeah, said the Panda Bear. You'll be Lightning Claw of ThunderClan, said Thunderstar. Wait, I want to be Sapphire Heart. Okay, make up your mind, said Violet Star. Yes, said Sapphire Heart. Rainbow Claw came, running. ThunderClan and ShadowClan started attacking us. We're outnumbered, she said. We'll help, said Violet Star. Finally a chance to really do something, said Sapphire Heart. I really wanted to be a warrior, explained Sapphire Heart. You're in, said Violet Star. Riverclaw, you're Medicine Lion, said Violet Star. Why would Thunderstar and Stormstar attack their own family, though? Violet Star asked. Okay, I'm glad that you survived the robbery, Crimson. Why? Why are you doing this? Tiger Claw's point of view. The fight. WindsClan is a bunch of messed up animals who doesn't listen to borders, I said as I pounced on Blizzardtail. We have to agree on borders, argued Blizzardtail as he kicked me off. Whatever, I yelled at my old not anymore friend. I will kill you, I yelled. No, you're not, Blizzardtail yelled back. Anger rushed in my fur. WindsClan is, I started as I was pulled down. It was Sapphire Heart. I thought you were Medicine Horse, I said. Not anymore, yelled Sapphire Heart. Suddenly, Astra picked me up and threw me. Ouch, I yelled. Sapphire Heart. Ouch, I yelled. Greyear came running to help Blizzardtail. Have an Oranberry, said Greyear. Okay, said Blizzardtail. This wound's healed. Greyear went to WindsClan camp. I was mad. I leaped for Blizzardtail's throat. Flame Talon picked me up with their talons and lifted me into the air. Then she bit me. Ow! Ow! I yelled. She dropped me into water. Blizzardtail bit my neck. The water was filled with the S letter word. You hear that, Camp? The water was filled with the S letter word. Suddenly, the world is black. I think I'm dead. What? So, we just killed off Blizzardtail, I guess.
Oh, goodbye, Blizzardtail.
You freaking drowned in water filled with like crap or something. What the crap? What? What? Thunderstar's point of view. Attacking or not attacking? Brownwings and Thunderstorm rushed to me. Tiger Claw is dead, they said at the same time. The poor Shadow Clan warrior, I said. Who killed him, I asked. Okay, no, it was Tiger Claw who died, not Blizzard Tail. No, it didn't actually say the S word. It literally said S letter word. The word wasn't actually written out. It actually said S letter word. It just said S letter word. It didn't actually say the word. Who killed him, I asked. But Blizzard Tail, said Brownwings. Yeah, said Barktail as he ran in the room. You didn't know I was reading? Yeah, I'm reading the story I wrote when I was 8 years old. Okay. Yeah, said Barktail as he ran in the room. Bring Tiger Claw to Stormstar, I ordered. Yes, sir, said Barktail and Shadow Claw at the same time. They hurried out the den. Brownwings, Thunderstorm, get revenge on Blizzard Tail, I ordered. Yes, sir, Brownwings and Thunderstorm said. Suddenly, Firefoot, Flametalon's apprentice, rushed in the cave. Flametalon has an apprentice? Since when? Hey, stop cursing. Okay. Just rushed in the cave. Shadow Clan got in our camp and started attacking, exclaimed Firefoot. Who exactly is attacking, I asked. Stormstar, she exclaimed. I felt sorry for the little bird. Okay, I'll help, I said. I rushed outside the cave. Brownwings, Thunderstorm, we aren't on Shadow Clan's side anymore. We're on River Clan and Wind Clan's, I exclaimed. So Thunder Clan has more allies than enemies, said Lightning Claw. Making peace. Tiger Claw opened his eyes. He was bleeding around his neck, but he was okay. He knew everyone thought he died, but now he's a member of Star Clan. Wait, then isn't he actually dead? He's actually dead then, right? If he's a member of Star Clan. Yeah, the chat is still alive. Fighting a storm of lizard people and a whale that has superpowers in a role-playing game. Oof. The story is like a weird mix between Littlest Pet Shop, Warrior Cats, Dragons, like Dragon World, and Pokemon. Yeah.
Pokemon.
Tiger. Okay, so yeah. StarClan. Stormstar walks to Violet Star. What? You are my sister, but we can't be perfect to each other forever, said Stormstar. Violet Star bit him on his tail. Dragon time, Violet Star whispered so softly Stormstar couldn't hear it. She turned into the dragon form. She blew fire around Stormstar. What are you thinking now? Violet asked. Stormstar tried to get out of the fire. Stormstar turned to dragon form. Please, join my clan's team. If you don't, all the clans will be against you, Violet said. So ThunderClan joined, Storm asked. Yeah, said Violet. Yes, let's have peace, answered Storm. They both turned to animal form. They could hear shrieking from battling animals. Stop fighting! Yelled Violet Star and Stormstar. Everything stopped. Shadowclaw stopped yelling. Eureka! I thought we were enemies, said Barktail.
Eureka!
No. Okay. Go. No, we're not, said Stormstar and Violet Star. There were no more comments. It sounds like my early YouTube videos. No more comments. Meep City dressed up as Pikachu? Interesting. I can't help you come up with the battle plan right now. I'm reading. Okay, run for it. Firefoot looked down. The war between you and me isn't over, Little Paw yelled. Really? Firefoot called to the little lion. Yeah, Little Paw yelled as she leaped towards Firefoot. Firefoot flew in a tree. Hey, I see something, and it's not an animal, Firefoot said. Nice try in getting me distracted, Little Paw shouted. I'm not kidding, Firefoot answered. Fine, I'll look. Little Paw replied, Wow, you're not kidding. Little Paw shouted. A huge snake-like thing was staring at them. The size of it was 10 feet and 10 inches. It appeared to have leaves on the tip of its tail. Oh, Pokemon crossover! Pokemon crossover! Its red eyes glared at its lion and parrot. Should we run for it? Little Paw asked. Duh, Firefoot said. The two ran as fast as they could, but their enemy was surprisingly fast. The snake-like creature had vines suddenly come out at the two. Yikes, Little Paw said as vines grabbed her. Shh, it hissed. And David Superior. Hey, you better let me go right this instant, or I will cut those leaves right off your tail with my claws. The enemy dropped Little Paw in alarm. Who are you anyway? Little Paw asked. My name, she asked. Yeah, Little Paw replied. My name is Superior. What about yours? She replied. My name's Little Paw answered. Okay, you're the one Master Verizon wanted. What? Little Paw exclaimed. Yes, that's right. I'm not the leader. Verizon is. You mean the amazing Verizon of legend who attacked with the swords of grass and can move like a whirlwind? That Verizon? Of course. What other Verizon is there? Superior asked. Superior lifted Little Paw up gently with her vines. Superior slithered to the forest. Then she went on top a glass switch. What's the footprints? The footprint is Superior's. A hole appeared in front of them. Superior went in. Oh, we go into Pokemon Mystery Dungeon style now. Yes, I made this story for fun at school. Not for a grade or anything, I just wrote this when I was like 9. Superior, please come, a voice called out of a path in the trees. Coming in, Master Verizon, Superior answered. Superior went inside, Little Paw following behind her. At the end, a beautiful deer-like creature was waiting. She had 2 lime-green horns and had been appearing to wear boots. I have brought Little Paw, Master. Yes, I see, Superior, Verizon answered. Superior nodded, then left. Now, Little Paw of Wind Clan, you must understand that you are as strange to us as we are to you. We are like clans, except we're teams. Right now, you are standing in Grass Team base. Grass Team has a lot of weaknesses, but you are what we need to survive. If you would like to help us, please take this Snivy disguise, Verizon explained. Of course I'll help, Little Paw said as she put on the disguise without thinking. Thank you for helping. I have 2 teams, however. Got to go. Okay, blame it on Twilight. Violet Star, Storm Star, Thunder Star, Feather Star, and the others were getting tired of their new names, so they all went back to normal. I would like the clans to take care of themselves, Violet said. Me too, said everyone else. Firefoot flew into the clearing. She was a big 10-foot snake that took Little Paw away. Firefoot exclaimed. The clans rushed off to look for Little Paw. So much for bringing animals here, Violet hissed at Twilight. Sorry, Twilight said. Animals clans, and now 10-foot tall snakes? What's wrong with you, Twilight? Jewel yelled. Calm down, Aunt Jewel, he said. Sorry, Meteor said. My son's right, Comet said. Fine, Jewel said. I forgive you, Jewel shot at Twilight. A huge black dragon came clashing out of the sky. It was 9 feet and 6 inches. Electricity shot out of its tail. Are you okay, sir? Violet said. I'm fine. You can't be fine after crashing down like that, sir, Violet said. Violet started to examine the black dragon. You are fine, odd, Violet. You're fine, odd, Violet said. Okay. An electric zebra ran out of a cave. I found Master Zekrom, she called. Wait, isn't Zekrom one of the dragons of legend? Zekrom was the one who fought for the ideals and destroyed anything who stood against it with electricity, while Reshiram, the white one, fought for the truth with fire, Violet thought. Coming, Zebstrika, a voice called. A huge yellow bird came flying down. And that should be Zapdos, the electric bird of legend, the one that controlled lightning bolts and lived in thunderclouds, Violet thought. Zekrom, we should be in Chargestone Cave, Zapdos said. Sorry, Zekrom said. And now the Unova region is canon. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, Zekrom said. Violet wrote down the sizes of the other 2. Zapdos, 5 feet and 3 inches. Zebstrika, also 5 feet and 3 inches. All electric. Little Paw, now disguised as Snivy, ducked through the tall grass. Snivy was green and was 2 feet high. She was a grass snake, like Superior, but Verizon preferred grasslands. Stop right there, you leaf-tailed monster, and tell me where Little Paw is. Snivy looked up. It was Firefoot. Snivy used Leaf Storm and sent him flying. Snivy kept walking. Turtwig, Master Verizon, told me to give this special message to you. Turtwig looked like a turtle with 2 leaves on his head. The height was 1 foot and 4 inches. Okay, bye, it's cool. Thanks, Turtwig said. You're welcome, Snivy said as she walked away. Snivy walked back to Grass Team Base. I've delivered it, Snivy said. Footprint is Snivy's, the switch said. The hole opened. Verizon raced through the grass towards the fighting team base until a giant white dragon stopped her. Reshiram, let me through, Verizon demanded. Like I'd let you, Reshiram said. Reshiram went into a ball of fire and landed on Verizon. Verizon used this chance to run to fighting team. Footprint is Master Verizon's, the switch said. The door in front of her opened. Verizon charged in. Is Reshiram after you already? Embor asked. Embor was like a standing board, fire around his neck. He was 5 feet and 3 inches. Yes, she is, Verizon told the mega fire pig. Reshiram was the leader of both Dragon and Fire Team. Embor didn't know what to do. Okay, now we have the girl and boy version Pokédex, which I'm just gonna, turn through it. I don't know how far it goes. It's, not really good. And that's as far as it goes, I think. It is now April 30th, 2015. I would like to continue Dragon's World, even though it has been a while, so welcome Dragon's World 7. Dragon's World 7, Finding Earth. And now Earth is canon. Chapter 1, Earth, Violet's point of view. I threw the traveling star in the air and thought about the place the animals told me about, Earth. The others were coming with me. We were all transformed into humans for safety. I transformed into an 11-year-old girl named... I'm just gonna say Ember. Storm was a boy named Tyus. Flare was a girl named K. Thunder was a boy named T. Sapphire was a girl named M. Jewel was a girl named J. Comet was a boy named K. I can't read any of these names because, they're all real people. Meteor was a boy named H. Ruby was a girl named D. Emerald was a girl named M. Ironclaw was a boy named Blank. Roseclaw was a girl named M. Irontail was a girl named A. Diamond is a girl named A. Twilight is a boy named... Lightning was a girl named H. Flame was a girl named H. Rose was a girl named A. Tiny Stream was a girl named... It goes on like this, okay? It goes on like this. I'm not gonna read all of this. Holy cow. We each had 4 forms. A mythical form, a human form, an animal form, and a Pokemon form. I was a dragon named Violet, a human named Ember. Not canon. I was a dragon named Violet, a human named This, lioness named Violet Star, and a Mew named Strawberry. So there we all were, in front of a school called blank. Oh gosh, this takes place in real life. So I'm gonna have to skip over so much. We went to the principal's office to register. It was 9th period. I looked at my schedule. Mrs. J, Mrs. B, Mrs. K, lunch, Mrs. K, Mrs. F, Coach A, Mr. C, Mrs. B. Me and Emerald had 4 periods together. Nobody else I knew shared any periods with me other than lunch. Em and I had math, gym, and lunch. It's like a mix between, the story and, a freaking diary again. I almost forgot to mention that Cloud is a girl named C. The bell rang to get out of school. I went on the bus, at least to the bus. Then an 8th grader came up. I heard that you say that you're a dragon. Let's see about that, he said. He cracked his knuckles and 8th graders surrounded me. They summoned me. They summoned me. I was surrounded, and this is not diary-like. I stared in shock and turned into my dragon form. I roared and flew up over the 8th graders. There's no way no one does, like, there's no way that, like, no one notices this. I turn into a freaking dragon and just go, ah. No, this is now 11-year-old me writing. So this is Dragon's World 7. Apparently. I guess so. I roared and flew up over the 8th graders. Huh, those 5 8th graders who thought they were big and tough ran away in frights like ants when you step on their pile. I landed and turned back into a human, running to the bus. I turned invisible before I stepped in the bus. All of us mythical creatures chose 3 powers and we turned to 5. This is a new development. I chose to be able to turn invisible, to stop time, and to read others' minds. T had invisibility, levitating, and mind powers. M chose to fly, to turn invisible, and to walk through walls. I always thought that we could be ultimate pranksters, but I never tried to prank somebody. I probably never will, though. Instead of walking into the bus, I sat down and waited for it to leave. It wasn't the best thing I have done, for somebody ran into me and I fell over and my invisibility stopped. The other kid tripped. Hey, I didn't see you there. You're the new girl, huh? She asked. I nodded and looked at my knee. It stung, and I realized I had scraped it. It was bleeding slightly. Oh, your knee. Are you okay? Do you need me to call your mom? I'm okay, but my mom is actually on her way. Mom walked up as if I had summoned her. The girl looked up. What? How is she your mom? She has a different skin tone and she is too young, the girl said. We can explain if you don't tell anyone. If you tell anyone, we won't hesitate to burn you alive, Mom said. I promise, the girl said. What? I just freaking You just threatened this girl. Holy crap. And, like, you already turned into a dragon, like, at school anyway. What? We explained everything. Wow, the girl said. Can I ride one of you to my house? We agreed that she could ride Mom home. Us mythical creatures are here to help the planet Earth after all. We soon dropped her. Don't tell anyone that there's dragons here, but yeah, sure, you could fly on our back on the, like, to your house. No one is going to see us if that happens. What? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. 1 year later. This is 12-year-old me. This is the same year I started my original story. The one that Ember is related to. It's the same year, but this is before. Today was January 11th, 2016. Since the day Mom and I helped the girl home, we all became more careful about using our powers and forms. We all went into the 7th grade. Some of us spread to other parts of the planet, such as Mom, M, H, K, D, A, and N. I forgot to mention that Tyus decided to take up 2nd grade to learn about earlier things of Earth. We eventually found out that Golden Dragon, the villain from 4 years ago, along with his ally Dude, had followed us into this world, though we didn't know anything about their forms or powers except they're mythical, which are both dragons. We also heard that other mythicals arrived at this planet. I also found out that A's animal form was a flamingo and her Pokemon form was a Ditto. I knew one of them, A. She was actually a phoenix named Wisdom. Wisdom something. Animal form was a bunny, her Pokemon form was a Sylveon. She was very friendly. I was outside of school, discussing math with A. It was nice and sunny outside, and the grass we were sitting on was nice and soft. We leaned against the beige and brown brick wall in between the fine arts hallway and the main hallway. Then A told me her powers, telekinesis, invisibility, and to be immune to pain. Now that I thought about it, that last one would come in handy while fighting. I went to the Mythical's base, which we somehow ended up putting it under the ocean. I put my hand on a transportation gem, a traveling star, and I was whisked into our underwater base. Our base wasn't any different than a mansion, with the fact that the whole thing wasn't glass. There were normal walls and ceilings, as well as carpet and tile. We put our base underwater so we wouldn't be easily found. I turned into a dragon, relieved to be myself again after that long, stressful day of trying not to use my powers on those other people. I looked out the window to see the fish swimming by peacefully. I could go for a fish right now. Why do you want fish? Fish are disgusting, A said. How do you know I want fish? I asked. My telekinesis, she said. A appeared in the room next to me. Hey, my powers are to be strong, to be really beautiful, and superhuman intelligence. She paused. While you guys are on the topic, H came in from the kitchen. My powers are invisibility, shapeshifting, and super speed, she said. I smiled. Nice to know that you all like your powers, I said. Now, where did you put the fish, A? I asked. I put it in the wild. I'm sorry. It needed to be free. I stared at her. I trust you with that fish one day. And she put it out there in the ocean where some shark is going to eat it, I yelled. It needed to be free like a little birdie, she said, running around the room, flapping her arms like a bird. Tweet, tweet, she said. Why don't you just go phoenix form to describe that? I asked, laughing. I'm too lazy, she said. Yet you are hyper enough to, run like that, I asked. Yep, she said. I sighed. I just grabbed some chicken instead. And calmed down and plopped down on the couch. She opened her laptop and watched YouTube. After I was done with the chickens, I joined her. I looked at the videos. Minecraft, pranks, life hacks, Animal Jam, music videos, Pokemon. Geez, nothing that interests me at the moment. I slammed my laptop shut. Then I opened it again and spent time on Google Images when I saw a really pretty flower. Then I attempted to draw it. Then I drew some more of them. There you go. That's the drawing. I decided that I would spend the rest of my day drawing. A decided to go to the movies. A few weeks later, February 4th, 2016, Tyus and I moved to a different state. We are continuing our education at a different school. And another different school for him. This is actually where I live. I can't. We still go to our underwater base, but we prefer to stay in this state to avoid the golden dragon to stay safe. He has gained much more power than he's had in the past, and he was still powerful in the past, knocking me unconscious with a swing of his tail, as well as capturing my father, who we ended up saving. He has captured other creatures too, but we couldn't save them from whatever he had planned for them. I shuddered at the thought of what he may have done. I looked over at Storm. His light blue scales reflected light across our underwater base, making it feel darker than it was already. Storm? Yes, Violet? What do you think Golden Dragon wants with us? He has been following us since we were babies. Now we are 38, I said. I don't know, but it couldn't possibly be worse than Hirogon, he said. Okay, so Dragon World 3, I think, was a Minecraft Dragon's World crossover. And here there was a Herobrine version of Dragon Herobrine version Dragon. It's going pretty well. I'm just reading this journal that I wrote when I was like 8 years old. Okay. Where was I? Hirogon. I don't know, but it couldn't possibly be worse than Hirogon, he said. I myself couldn't imagine anything worse than Hirogon. I know, I said. Hirogon, who was an evil dragon, evil ruler of the Minecraft world. He had sent out a flock of dragons to attack the village we were staying in and captured us. He either melted scales from his armor, revealing the fragile skin underneath. Okay, so Hirogon, he ripped the scales off of dragons he'd melted down to have dragon scale armor. Yeah. The second option was to be his permanent slave, and the third was to be executed. Thankfully, Sapphire and I rushed in, secretly to save everybody. Hirogon was horrible, and I was happy that my daughter, Ironclaw, murdered him in Candyland. That also happens. Okay. There you go. Hopefully it can't be worse, but who knows what his powers could do. I said to Storm. I looked out the window to see a blue-ringed octopus eat a small fish. I'm going to my room, I said, turning back into a human. I walked upstairs to room 1, my room. My room was a nice lavender purple with gold swirling across it. I had a white carpet with a fancy scarlet rug on it. I had a nice loft bed with my computer desk under it, which had my purple computer, my white, blue, and gray phone, my 2 red 3DS XLs on it, one plain but shiny, and the other with the limited edition Pokemon X and Y case on it, with the Velton Xerneas on the front and the starters on the back, and my black Kindle Fire. I also had a TV with a Wii and Skylander Swap Force stuff. I had so many human kid stuff, so I could better act like a regular person. I also had a box filled with stuffed animals and 2 boxes of LPS toys. In the corner of my room were 4 Electro Beyblades and a lime green stadium. I picked up my laptop and made sure the cord and computer made it up to my bed. I then laid down on my bed and logged on to Roblox. I clicked on Dinosaur Simulator. What dinosaur should I be? I'm already an Elder Mosasaurus. I clicked on my Pteranodon. I flew up over the forest area looking for a dead person or an AFK person. I wasn't strong enough to kill a live person yet, or fast enough. I landed to eat the dead Spinosaurus. That is when an Allosaurus killed me. I raged and exited. I then looked at the time, 9:23. I decided to sleep, so I could have enough energy for school. I used a traveling star to go straight to the cafeteria before anyone else got there. And guys, that's the end. That's the whole thing. That's it. That's where it ends. So, back to Minecraft, shall we? Shall we be? Okay, now where am I? So far. We're playing Minecraft again. That was the whole thing. So, how is chat? How's the battle plan going? I haven't really... That was one crazy story. Should I cross it over with, with SMP Proximity? Why can't
Where'd
I?
Niko go?
He logged off.
Of course he did. Wait, why'd he leave?
I don't have any battle plan ideas, no. Well, because he ended stream. And... Okay, time to go back. Hello, Drake Knight. I'm glad you're all chilling. How were all of you? Yeah, that was one crazy story. One crazy journal. That story you were just testing Minecraft and planning crimes of Crimson? Sounds about right. Um, if Minecraft works, like, I saw your application basically to SMP Proximity, and I wouldn't mind letting you in, Vintatter. It's just like, you need to have a working mic before then, otherwise it kind of defeats the whole purpose of SMP Proximity. You know? Oh my gosh, I'm like so far away. And I need to go all the way back. Yeah, okay, so we're just going all the way back. Is everyone having a good day? I didn't ask that today yet. I probably should. How was everyone's day? Have a working mic but no privacy? Fair enough. Fair enough. May I ask, why don't you have privacy? Do people just like keep bothering you or something? Or you don't have a computer in your room? Something like that? Oh my gosh, we're so far away. So far. You're good? I'm glad to hear that, Drake. Drake, I think it's actually the first time I saw you in my live stream, so welcome. I mean, do correct me if I'm wrong, or if you just changed your name or something. Nope, I don't have any prison escape ideas or experiences. I think that the closest I have is watching people play The Escapists. Oh, that village. It's a little bit of lag. Very far away. You're in the middle of a large room blasting baby music. That sucks. Rest in peace. I'm gonna try and get up there. Oh, I'm gonna see if the village has been looted yet. Up we go. Okay, chat, so when I get back to the base, I'm gonna end stream, because we're gonna go out to eat. Sound good? We're gonna go eat some Mexican food, some tacos. But I'm gonna have a taco. I want to go out to eat, because I want food. I'm hungry. Hungry. So much for oh, my water is gone. Did I just put it down, not pick it back up or something? Probably. What a traitor. Not a traitor, it's just he took me really far away and it's gonna be a little bit of a pain to get back. I think that's probably the goal. And I think they may have like accidentally prevented him from going back in the boat. And it's not like I don't know the coordinates of home. So it's not like he just left me in the middle of nowhere with like no way back. Maybe that was his goal. Maybe he's just like, I want to silence Ember. I've had enough of this crazy journal. And she just left. He just left me there. Ember Dragon, have you seen me before? Yes, I have seen you. Well, I've seen you in this stream. I don't remember if I've seen you before this stream. And to the one who disliked this live stream, the bread gods will have your neck. Don't threaten people, please. Do not threaten people like that, please. Please. But I've seen you this stream, Crimson Influence. I mean, not Influence, Infection. Why did I say Influence? Mm. Ow. This should be faster for a little bit. Godzilla? Are you that one person that was going on about Godzilla? You might be. I can often remember conversations, but I can't remember which people were involved in those conversations a lot of times. So I can remember that we talked about Godzilla, but I don't remember like who with, you know? Well, yeah, I know you're just joking. I'm just saying, don't threaten people. Even if it is joking, because some people may not understand it's a joke and we don't want to get in trouble. Okay. Bro, what a big fan of yours. Who? What a big fan of yours. Who? I'm confused. We're making our way home, slowly but surely. You're always in trouble? That's not good. That's not good at all. Don't get yourself in trouble, please. Maybe I'll do like another stream when I get back from eating. If I have time. I could do like something I don't usually do on the channel, like Sims 4. Just random Sims 4 stream. It's a little bit of lag because we're loading in chunks, I think. It's probably the reason. Hashtag boats girl? Yup. Actually, we just need to go that way. Like, straight that way. For like a few hundred blocks. You're a big fan of mine? Thank you. Thank you, Drake Knight. I think that was easier. I don't know why I didn't just do that from the start. What if Caleb was like secretly on a plot to just like murder me? What if that was his goal? There we go. Soon you shall escape this prison and destroy the world. Dang, you sound like a criminal. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll finish the SMP Proximity stream here. I'm gonna go out, eat dinner with my family, you know, and then I will come back, and if I have time to stream, I will stream some I'll stream some Sims 4. That sound good with everyone? Yeah? Anyway, now that we're back though,